Hi, and welcome to this new video. Sorry for my voice, I'm recovering from a couple of days of heavy flu. I'm not 100%, but I would love to continue our topic of the last couples of videos on how to go a little bit in depth with one pattern. This will be the last of this mini series of video, and I will collect all these videos in a single playlist here on the channel, so it's convenient for you. And you will find the project with the samples. I will leave all the samples here, even though some of them are not from the session, but are spare sample that I use to make try and error before the tutorial. And you will find this project and the samples on my Gumroad page under the tutorial resources tab. By the way, we are here with this session. The only thing I've changed is adding this little vocals here, just to have a little bit more of variation. And today I wanna set some scenes and make this thing a little bit better and refined. I want to touch little detail here and there. Let's say we are happy with this session and we really like this little tune. It's time to make some refinement. And I want to start with the bass. I want it to react a little bit more with the kick, so I want to fake a sidechain. And in order to do that, we have to modulate the amp volume. But let's see. Maybe the triangle is a little bit better in this case. It's a little bit softer. And that's good. So let me also add a little bit of kick. And I want to use this movement here. I want to go from here to here. So using a scene just to have my sidechain shortcut. If we want to create a little bit more movement or a breakdown, we can pass from here to here. Maybe just a touch also in this scene here. Just to give some that's good. Okay, now I want to check track 3. Let's check if we have something in the effects that it's locked. Okay, this delay is locked on scene 3 for stop, and this effect is not locked in any scene, so we can take advantage of that. Let's So now we can lock the mix knob on scene 4. So we add a little different color when we are on scene 4, which by the way leave off the kick and inject some ambience. Scene 5 is connected to the bass, so to the cam filter and the delay of the bass, so acts like a little feel for the bass. And you can use that to introduce some new elements. On scene 3 we have the hat and ladder, but we have to work a little bit on that because it's not that effective. And we have also on track 2 this LFO, which is connected to the pitch, but I want to change a little bit this maybe it's better, a little bit faster. We are changing the way the hats are modulated. Not bad. Let's check track 4. We have a filter and a reverb, so let's see if we have modulated something here or here. No. So let's try to find something. Maybe with an LFO. Let's lock. Maybe something like that, and we can also inject some reverb. Right, we have now to and also open up the filter. Not bad, not bad. It's a little touch here and there. Now let's work a little bit on this chord line. Let's open up all the session because I want to lower a little bit the volume, just a touch. And I want something that is more rhythmic, and in order to do that, maybe we can add this hit here. Maybe here. Here. Okay, now we have spiced up a little bit this little tune. Let's add also here a little bit of this little synth here to go in the background. Now I want to use the master effects. We have a compressor and we have a delay. Usually I use the master delay as a lock delay, but in this session I want to use the master delay to make kind of a swash scene. And in order to do that, I want tape, yes, lock, no. Let's filter the bass. I want the feedback max. Right? Okay. Let's use, I don't know, scene 10 or 9. I usually visualize my scene in group of 4, so 9 is fine, and I want to lock the feedback and the send in order to have this effect here. Let's also back up a little bit the volume. And we have to back up also a little bit the feedback because we want the tail a bit longer. Nice. And we can also create another scene. Let's copy this one without the kick. So we have two flavors. This is useful to change yeah, nice. This way you have two shortcuts to create some space and some vibe on your breakdown, and it's really easy to set up. Let's add a little bit of volume here. unlock some scene in other spots. So you can do some trick like this one with the scenes only, which is very convenient and it's very effective. The last thing I want to work with is the compressor. Now, the first thing I want to do is to switch the compressor on RMS. This way is listening to the overall level and not the peak level. And I want to give some pumping. So let's mix all the way up and let's compress. The ratio of the Octatrack goes quite high. It can reach 1 to 255 if I remember correctly. It's pretty crazy, so if you go like this, you are heavy limiting your stuff. And we don't want to limit that much. And now we want to have a fairly slow attack in order to let the transient pass through, and a fairly fast release. Now we have to do some fine tuning. You can hear the pumping. This is without. This is with. So now we can simply mix a little bit with the signal, and we are good to go. And yeah, this is it for today. I just want to give you some new ideas on setting your scenes and fine-tuning your track. Again, this is a little hint on what you can do for this session. We are coming from this here. This is the first session, the first demo. We are here. Pretty a big difference, right? We have also a shortcut for so I hope this video will be useful for you, and don't forget to download this session from my Gumroad page, and if you need samples and mixing and mastering services for your track, just check my page. And thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye!